This subject in French is feminine, while this is masculine. So this, I would say in French, I would say la colle. La colle, that's a glue stick. While this, I would say le stylo. Le stylo. Now, to express ownership, I would say ma colle, meaning my glue stick, ma colle. But would I say ma stylo? No, I would say mon stylo, my pen. Then why do we say ma colle for this, and why do we say mon stylo? So the possessive adjective agrees in number and in gender with what they describe. So if I wanted to say his pen, I would say son stylo. And if I wanted to say a pen, I still say son stylo. Why is that? Because in French, the possessive adjective modifies what is being described, okay, and not the owner, okay? So if I wanted to say his glue stick, I would say sa colle, sa colle. Voici sa colle. Here's his glue stick. And if I wanted to say here's our glue stick, I would still say voici sa colle, unlike in English. And that is our focus today, possessive adjectives in French. If I had two pens, I would say mes stylos and not mon stylo. Why? Because it's plural, okay? Unlike in English where you just say my pen, my house, or my houses. But in French, the possessive adjective must agree in number, that's singular or plural, and in gender, masculine, feminine, with what it describes. Pen, glue stick, ma colle, mon stylo. Now, before we continue, let's do a quick quiz. The word for house in French is la maison. La maison. So if I wanted to say, this is my house, or here's my house, what do I say? Remember, la maison is feminine. Do I say, voici mon maison? Or do I say, voici ma maison? Voici ma maison. Bravo. Why? Because maison is feminine. And we said in French, the possessive adjective modifies what is being described and not the possessor. So let's look at the possessive adjectives in French. So if you look to your left here, I've just drawn the table for you. The singular masculine, you say mon, like I said, mon stylo, mon père, mon frère, my brother, okay, because brother is masculine. Now, the singular feminine, I would say ma. Just so I can say ma mère, my mother, ma sœur, my sister, and so on. For you, okay, two, if I wanted to say your father, I would say ton père, and your sister, I would say ta sœur, ta sœur. For his, her, or its, I would say son père, meaning his father or her father, sa mère or sa sœur, his mother or her mother, and her sister or his sister. So in French, son can mean his or her. So son can mean his or her. So if I say voici son père, that could mean here's his father, or it could mean here's her father. So you should know that there's a big difference between English and French in this regard. To say our, I would say notre. Okay, so notre père, that's our father. I would say notre mère. No difference, okay? Spelled the same way. For your, the plural, and the formal one, I would say votre père or votre mère. That's your father, your dad, or your mother. To say their father, I would say leur père or leur mère. Okay, leur père, leur mère. Okay, their father, their mother. Before we continue, can you do this quick quiz? Bravo. So don't forget that in French, the possessive adjective modifies what is being described and not the owner. Now for the plural, for mon and ma, the plural of mon and ma is mes. Can you repeat? Mes. Mes. That was why earlier I said mes stylos, okay, because it's more than one. So I said, voici mes stylos, okay? These are my pens. Voici mes stylos. For ton à ta, the plural form of ton and ta is te. Te. Can you repeat? Te. Okay, so the S is silent. For son à sa, the plural is se. Se. For notre and votre, for notre is nos. So I would say nos maisons, our houses, nos voitures, our cars, nos cousins, our cousins. Okay? So nos cousins, I could also say vos cousins, that's your cousins, masculine, or vos cousines, your cousins. Leurs cousins, their cousins, masculine, or leur cousine, that's their female cousins. Let's look at some examples together. Voilà sa maison. Voilà sa maison. Why are we saying sa maison and not son maison? Because maison is feminine. Voici ma femme. Voici ma femme. That's here's my wife. I'm saying ma femme because femme is feminine. But if I wanted to say, here's my husband, if it was a woman talking, she would say, voici mon mari. Okay, voici mon mari. Mari means husband. And because husband is masculine, so she says, voici mon mari and not ma mari. Now that you understand how to use possessive adjectives, you should know that mon, ton, and son, the masculine, are used with nouns that start with a vowel. Even if they are masculine or feminine, it doesn't matter. As long as they are singular, you still use mon. The word for friend in French is ami. Ami. So if I wanted to say my friend, my male friend, I would say mon ami. Mon ami. Okay? Without the E. But if I wanted to say my female friend, I wouldn't say ma ami. Why? Because ami starts with a vowel. Okay, so I would still say mon ami. Okay, so for nouns that start with a vowel or a mute H, as long as they start with a vowel, you still use the singular masculine form if they're singular. Let's look at other examples. Assiette. Assiette. Une assiette. So assiette is a feminine noun, but it starts with A. So would I say ma assiette? No, even though it's feminine, because it starts with a vowel, I will still use mon assiette. Mon assiette, my plate. Ton assiette, your plate. Son assiette, that's his plate or a plate. Mon histoire. Mon histoire. I told you that in French, the mute H is regarded as a vowel. So I would still say histoire is a feminine noun. Une histoire. But because it starts with a mute H, which is regarded as a vowel in French, I would still say mon histoire, my story or my history, ton histoire, your history or your story, or son histoire, is history, is story or a story or a history. Mon adresse, mon adresse. Adresse is a feminine noun, but I still say mon adresse because adresse starts with a vowel. Okay, so how would you say your address? Would you say ton adresse or ta adresse? You'd say ton adresse. Bravo. Why? Why would you say ton adresse? Because adresse, even though it's a feminine noun, it starts with a vowel. Bravo. All right, let's do some activities together.